Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Lil Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I am the best reporting on the Eagles. Listen, before we get into the meat and potatoes, you know the vibes. Big Manscape is in the building. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Father's Day is coming up. Listen, what I want you to do is go use code Brunson, save yourself 20% off, get your free shipping. You know what I'm saying? And the free shipping, I fought for that for y'all. Just get that out of the way now. I'm not even gonna hold you. Just get it out of the way now. Also, the hurt season hats are jumping out of the gym, man. Becoming an extreme staple around the Philadelphia area, man. I'm getting videos of dudes and working the Wendy's drive-through, rocking the hurt season hat. This is the season for Zach. This is the season for Jalen Hurts. It is what it is. It is what it is. So go ahead and get your hat, man. Tap in with the print champs. I'm gonna put the link to the description. I'm gonna put the link to the big Manscaped stuff, man. Go ahead and take care of that, man. Get your lawnmower 4.0. Get your hurt season hat. Get it. You know what I'm saying? And listen, man, let's get into the meat and potatoes real quick. I am impressed with Jonathan Gannon. I'm not going to lie to you. The Eagles' new defensive coordinator seems to be making some points and just points of emphasis that I've been trying to, I've been trying to put these things into perspective for a very long time, dealing with the Schwartz era. I've been trying to understand why Schwartz has not taken the same approach that this guy is taking. The energy is in the building. I can feel the energy, and I'm not even there. You know what I'm saying? I can feel, the excitement from the players. That's a step in the right direction in the zone. I mean, we were a 4-win team last year. So I can see guys being excited, and I can see guys being ready to go. A couple things. Let's talk about Jonathan Gannon and what he said in his presser that really stood out to me personally as a football fan and a guy who's actually kind of, a guy who's played football a little bit in his life. So listen, first thing he said as a defensive coordinator is that he doesn't have a scheme. That might scare some people. That might run the sheep away. But I think that, him saying he doesn't have a scheme makes sense. It makes sense. Being as though he's not pigeonholing himself into one scheme, how are you going to know how to attack this defense if there's no scheme to attack? I like the idea of that. It makes sense. It makes perfect logic to me. I like the fact that he's not saying, look, this is what we're going to run. This is our scheme. And he's going into this with a mindset of that, we have to be this team this Sunday for the team we're playing. I like that. Now, it's going to be a lot of learning with that. I understand that, but I like that he's going to tailor the defense on a week-by-week basis off of film and what the opponents do. I love that. You know what I'm saying? And another thing that jumped out to me is that he's inclined to bringing in character guys. He's been around some character guys in his life. You know what I'm saying? He's already has an influence of bringing in guys that he's worked with in the past. I like it. Dudes trust him. Dudes are willing to come here for him. This is his first, I think, defensive coordinator gig. Dudes are ready to ride with him. They believe in him. You know what I'm saying? I like that. He already has credibility. You know what I mean? That's exciting for me as well. And just the fact that, that he is going to put players in the best situation to succeed as a defensive coordinator makes all the sense in the world. He's not going to ask somebody who's weak at man-to-man and weak at press coverage to go out there and guard an elite receiver being weak in those areas. He's not going to ask nobody to do that. That's why the Philadelphia Eagles ran into so many situations to where our cornerbacks look so bad, because they were put in situations that would make them look bad. Rasul Douglas not fast. Rasul Douglas is a short yardage cornerback. He is. Rasul Douglas is a guy who would have excelled if you would have played him more in a goal line situation or with 30 yards of green grass to the end zone. He's a guy who would have excelled in a situation like that. Not a guy that you put on the field on the opposite, on the opposite 20 and the other team got 80 yards to go when the playbook is wide open. We did that a lot, and Rasul Douglas got burnt a lot. So did Jalen Mills. Dudes were getting burnt because we were putting dudes in bad situations to succeed. Gannon ain't going to do that. And I feel comfortable rocking with Gannon knowing he's not going to do that. And, I like the idea of it. I like the logic of it. And it's something I'm ready to get behind. I like this dude's energy. I think that Gannon probably could be the best coach we picked up. Head coach, I think Gannon could be that guy. Seriously. When he came out of his mouth and said, listen, this team is different, man. It's different. Look at the respect the rent is due. Jalen Hurts said that. Miles Sanders, they asked him how he felt about more games. He said more games, more yards. Devontae Smith doing interviews in his do-rag. Gannon, they asked Gannon, why did you decide to come to Philly? He said, it's Philadelphia. Enough said. Pride and respect and confidence is back in the building, and you gotta love every bit of it, man. Moving on, man. PFF came out with another bogus list, but we gonna have to talk about it. I'm gonna keep talking about the bogus stuff that they putting out there, man. I'm sorry, man. I hate to do with the PFF, man, because I enjoy PFF's content. There's no hate, but how does PFF come out with a tight end list that has Kyle Pitts being the fourth? I think it was the fourth best tight end this upcoming season without taking a snap. How do they do that? Because they have to do it. They have to ride with the masses on that. Nobody knows if he's going to be good. You let alone to say the fourth best tight end. You have to ride with the masses on it. I don't even agree with Dallas Goedert being number 5 up there. Now, number 5 makes sense because I seen Dallas Goedert play. I know what Dallas Goedert could bring to the table, especially if you remove Zach Ertz from the equation and he's going to be the number 1 guy. Yeah, I think Dallas Goedert could have a breakout year. But the 5th best tight end in the game? I don't know if he's going to be the 5th best guy or a top 5 tight end based upon just 1 year of him being the number 1 tight end. It could happen. That's more believable than Kyle Pitts being number 4 to me. The logic is just skewed in a lot of areas, and it just don't make sense. Listen, man, I don't think Kyle Pitts is a bad player or he's not going to be good. But when did we start doing this in the NFL? When did we start giving all of these awards and all these roses to players who never really even put in the work? When did we start doing that? You know what I'm saying? It all goes back to the basis of my question in my last video. Is it crazy to think that Nick Sirianni is the best coach in our division right now? I believe it's crazy to think it. A lot of you all believe it's crazy to think it as well. People are still mad at me for asking the question because they think I think it because I asked the question. No, I think Ron Rivera is the best coach in the division. Nick Sirianni is going to have to show me that he's a better coach than Ron Rivera over time. Period. But I also think it's ludicrous, being as though that's my logic. How can you have that logic, ladies and gentlemen, and still come out of your mouth and say, well, Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson, and Justin Fields are going to be better than Jalen Hurts? You can't tell me it's crazy to say Sirianni is not the best or is the best, but at the same time, it's not crazy to say Lawrence and these other guys are going to be better than all these other guys who have starts under their belts. And they're going to worse situations. It's crazy in my opinion. As of right now, when PFF made that list about the tight ends, Julio Jones is still on the roster for Atlanta. I don't see Kyle Pitts even really eating like that unless Julio Jones is gone. That's just my opinion. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Listen, man, shout out to y'all. You know the vibes.